Sonny and Shay.
On BBC WM 95.6.
Radio for the West Midlands.
And a very good afternoon, Sonny and Shay on BBC WM 95.6. We're continuing today celebrating Staffordshire Day. We've been focusing a lot in this hour, finding out really about the restoration project for Lichfield and Hatherton Canal Restoration Trust. And we're joined now, we've got Clive Coley, Curriculum Manager at the South Staffs College for Construction and Plumbing, alongside Scott Davis, Bricklaying Lecturer at the college. And we've also got John, college tutor, students, Jordan, no, John, my apologies, Jordan Chapman, Harry Dodd, and also
Harry.
Rob as well.
And
Guys,
Rob, yes.
Pleasure to meet you all. Let's go to Clive first. Clive, how long has the college been involved with the actual restoration project?
We started earlier this year for about the last 5-6 months, giving invaluable work experience to bricklayers and multi-occupations and carpentry students. About 120 students have come through and done some work on the canal, and it has benefited them massively in regard to real life work experience.
And when you saw this project was going on, you were involved for 6 months. How long do you want to be involved with this project? Are you hoping that it will last a long term?
We'd like to see it through to the bitter end.
Oh, right. So that might be another couple of generations.
Yes,
yeah.
no problem. No problem at all there. It's nice for a student to come back at a later period in his life and say, yeah, I worked on that.
And what are some of the feedback you're getting from the students in that last 6 months? Are they enjoying more of the outside of...
They don't want to come to college. That's the worst thing. They'd rather be on the site working with experienced people and actually doing it for real.
That's a big part of this, isn't it? It's all about hands-on experience, Scott. And for yourself, you're here, you're with the students, you're getting that day-to-day feedback. What's it been like for you to see their development and growth?
Actually, sort of bringing them out on site for the first time, it was a bit of a culture shock to them, with sort of live plant machinery going on and real-life situations. And we have to teach a hell of a lot about health and safety, and it absolutely nailed that. How important it is. If we're bringing 10 students out, we want to take 10 students home. How they've got to look after each other as well, really. And with the help from Clive and Claire and everyone from the college, really, I'm really trying to push for us to be out here more instead of in a workshop, because I've seen a vast improvement in my students from when I'm actually talking in the classroom that can relate to what I'm going on about, instead of being in a classroom and I don't really know what I'm
What
going
was
on
your
with.
experience before you became a teacher? I mean, were you someone who worked on
13
site?
years old,
13
left
years.
school. I can relate to every single one of my students sitting down because I've been them.
Yeah.
But to actually have the opportunity to take them outside, I can get my scruffy clothes, I can get out there, and to be perfectly honest, it actually shows the students that I know what's going on.
And is that how you learn? On the job?
Yeah,
I mean, instead of in a classroom, you learn on the job?
I'm really pushing with Clive, and he's backing me.
We can see that. He's smiling away.
We want to put it in the syllabus. Get them out the workshop. Get them what it's like to feel cold.
So, Rob, with that, I just wanted to know quickly, what have they learnt, do you feel, that you wouldn't necessarily learn in a classroom? Like, give us an example.
Life skills, when to talk, to do as they're told. Yeah, and to respect people, to elder people. It's like I've been working on there, and there's people that I've seen working on there. I've learned something off. So they're actually learning life skills, invaluable.
That's important. I think you're always learning, aren't you, in a trade, and someone's always got the same skill, different kind of skill for the same job. Rob, you're one of the students, and you've been on this journey. What have you benefited from coming to the canal, and you've seen how much you've achieved? What is it that's made you feel like I want to come back out here every day, sort of thing, or I want to do this more often?
Well, I think it's because when you're in the workshop at the college, you're limited to what you can do.
Okay.
You're limited to what you can build, because everyone's in a workshop. It gets a bit tight sometimes.
Right.
And you're only building certain, models, what we've been asked to build. But here, you're building something what's actually going to make the difference later on in life. And we're going to see it in the future to come as well.
What is your speciality? Where do you want to specialise in? Is it in bricklaying? Is it in carpentry, woodwork? Where do you want to, focus your skills on, or where you're strong at?
In bricklaying, definitely.
Right.
When I come to the college, I didn't intend on doing bricklaying at first. I was going to do a multi-ops course.
Right.
And then John said, be a bricklayer, because I'm a bit older than some of the students that have come back.
Yeah.
Because I'm a bit older than some of the students. They've just left school. And I've loved it ever since. I feel it's a really good idea that he gave me, and I've loved it ever since.
Let's find out as well. Then we've got Jordan. You're the student rep as well, aren't you? What does that mean? Do you have to make sure everyone stays in line when they're out here?
Yeah, I've just got to make sure that everyone stays safe as we're doing it, and if all the feedback, I got to take it back to the tutors if they need to, and just I got to go to meetings and make sure that everyone's experience, all outside the college and inside, is always good.
What's the experience been like for you personally? Because that's a lot of pressure on your head, right? Plus you're yourself trying to learn everything as well. And this is, you're dealing with so much, aren't you? You've got water, maybe marshy mudland as well, then the bricks, then obviously the weather around you. How has all of that been as a learning experience?
It makes you realise that if you got a bit more responsibility, it goes a long way when you grow up as well. So if I become a site manager,
yes,
I've got more experience of how to deal with everything and that.
Is that the aim for you personally? Would you like to be a site manager?
Yeah.
Happy days. I love that. And also, Harry, let's just find out finally from yourself. How's the experience been for you?
Yeah, it's been really good. The tutors have been amazing. Couldn't fault them at all, and I just really enjoyed it ever since I've started. It's just been amazing, and outside on the canals, you just learn so much more than when you're in the workshop.
And Harry, what do you want to specialise in as well? What's your forte so far, or have you not made a decision?
It's definitely bricklaying.
Okay, you like bricklaying as well.
I enjoy it.
And when you come out and this course when it's finished, do you see yourself still working here as well, as much as trying to find another kind of vocation?
Well, yeah, definitely. It's a great opportunity. There's so many things you can do here, and it just helps out, and it's something there that you can look back on that you've built. It's just amazing. So
what would you like to give some feedback? You got your boss right there, Clive, right there, right? So now we've got, and Scott's right there. You're all here right now. You can give him your feedback, or you can ask him right now what you would like to see in the course.
Well, I like everything, to be fair, at the moment.
That's thumbs up right there, Clive. Yeah.
You like everything. Yeah. Jordan, what about you?
I like to see a lot more out on the site, so you got a lot more experience of what it's like in real life, rather than being cooped up in a workshop.
And Rob?
I think the staff are brilliant, so there's not a problem there.
Thumbs
I think
up,
maybe
Scott.
I'll pay you 20 quid after that.
I think just materials maybe sometimes, because there's a lot of us building models, you run out of materials quick.
So, Clive, is that something that the college is trying to do, trying to get the right funding as well to cater for these courses?
We've been sponsored by quite a lot of building companies who donate some materials, and if there's any more listening, I'd like some more.
Oh, good, yeah.
And we're working with the Lichfield Canal Trust. We want to do a lot more work with anybody who wants work doing. We have got labour.
Yeah.
We just need you to provide the materials and we'll come down.
So if you're a business tuning in, you're thinking we want more information, then drop us an email, sunnyandshay@bbc.co.uk. We can put you in touch with Clive and the team. What's the website, Scott, if anyone wants to just head to the website for the college, Clive?
South Staffordshire College. My email address is forgot it. Clive.coley@southstats.ac.uk.
Did you ever check your emails?
Not very often.
We have to text him loads, man.
It's like, hold a minute, I don't know my email.
You're a lot like Sonny then, more
Me and
hands-on.
you're the same on that. We're hands-on.
Just finally, because my family, I come from a family of carpenters, of builders. It is hard work. It's a hard work. It is. But I've seen the hands-on experience, and growing up, I loved watching that. So what I'd love to know from you, Scott, because I know you're really proud of the lads. What kind of, what would you like to see? What is the hopes for you as a lecturer, kind of moving forward for all of them?
For all of them, I'd like us to be sponsored by a company, say a real big building company that we represent. I think we will get there with the help of Clive, because he's really pushing it. And I'd actually like to give these kids, young men, a bit of foresight to say, well, if I complete at college, if I keep my attendance where it should be, I've got a chance of apprenticeship. And that's what we are really pushing for that as a college.
Just a job in the future, job security after the education. That's what anyone wants, don't they? Thank you so much for coming down, guys. Thank you, guys.
It's a pleasure meeting you. I think it's absolutely amazing. And I'm sure we will follow the journey as well. Clive, from now on, promises to look at all his emails. But as I say, I check hours. It's sunnyandshay@bbc.co.uk. So if you're a business and you're thinking you'd like to support the local lads, then get in touch with us and we'll put you through to them. Right now, though, traffic and travel with Dorina.